Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Teach Me to Football podcast, episode 3. And boy, oh boy, do we have another big guest for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than License Plate Guy. License Plate Guy, thank you for joining us tonight.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me. Episode number 3. I love it.
Let's go. Now, again, we're going to talk about your Giants a lot. But the reason why I'm so interested to hear your opinions is because I've been pulled in by Topher, okay? And so the Giants, while they don't have a winning record, my goodness, are they a content machine, sir? Content machine. So I need to hear more about this from you. But before I do that, I have to talk about my two other handsome panelists I have here. I have none other than the top Eagles fan in the entire world, Justin Fiorillo. How you doing, sir?
Go Birds. It's how I say hello. It's how I say goodbye. But I'm doing great. I can't complain. Happy to be here. Happy to have some VIP guests in the house today. And we're always getting the big names. Got Carolina Mike. Got License Plate Guy. We never know who's going to come on the Bacon Shake Show, you know? Never know.
Go big, go home. That's all
And
we
of course,
do.
Ben. We got Ben. Of course, Ben, too.
And Ben has been released from whatever jail or wherever he's been hiding in or parking lot, and now he's in a house. Yay, Ben! Woohoo!
Civilized over here. Back to
Ben gets
civilization.
yes. You don't get the little piece of chicken tonight. All right, enough about me. Let's talk to our big guest, LPG. How's it going, buddy? Your team not doing great, but like I said, boy, are they entertaining.
Hey, we got the best celebrations in the league, baby. Rah rah. It's tough, man. It's tough. Look, I hold on to anything. And Giant fans and their hope, it's wearing extremely thin. The frustration is unbelievable. Tired of getting through September and then by the end of October not in the playoff hunt anymore. You still have a half a season to go, knowing that people are playing for their jobs, playing to stay in football, new coaching staff. I mean, it's year in and year out, and it's definitely becoming tough. As a Giant fan, oh yeah, we got 4 Super Bowl. We'll continue to say that we're not as bad as Dallas fans, but it's been extremely tough. But like you said before, holding on to hope with Scatterboo, who is just taking over the NFL, not just the Giants. Little whack job that he is, and I love it. Or Dart, that really looks like he's the real deal. But as a Giant fan, you gotta sit here and pray that they put the pieces together why Dart is ready to rock and roll.
So do you think now, because they got rid of the coach but they kept the GM, are they going to keep him after this season, or are they just kind of doing that, just to keep everybody happy in the short term and then make a move later?
Yeah, look, you guys, are pretty intelligent football minds. You can't go getting rid of everybody right away. It's not going to happen. The whole thing would crash and burn like it's gonna, already. But I definitely think the defensive coordinator will be let go. Some other jobs will be at stake. Did Joe Shane align himself with the right people, the right management to keep his job? I don't know. I could give you pros and cons. The pros, obviously, you could look at some of the draft picks, Malik Neighbors, but I mean, anybody in this panel could have picked Malik Neighbors. So I just don't know what's going to happen with that piece. But there are some more jobs that are going to be had, and I don't think that it's going to be Kafka taking over. I think it's going to be an outside coach, and I don't think the Giants are going to go offensive minded. I don't think they're going to go defensive minded. I think they're going to go football minded, and someone that's really going to have to take control of the team, the facilities, everything, and do it the right way.
Now, my handsome two panelists here, they've been getting a little hot to trot with some of their opinions on who they think should be the next coach. So I'm going to let them tell you what they think and why they want these guys to be the next Giants
Let
coach.
me hear it.
Well, before I actually say specific names, that's a great point you said about somebody who just is a football mind. And I think you need, above everything, a culture builder. You need somebody who can establish a culture. And I know Tom Coughlin had that. It was a culture there. And I thought in the beginning Brian Dable was starting to have that. I thought he had that one successful year in the beginning, but obviously things didn't work out. I also think if I'm looking for somebody, I think in today's 2025 in the NFL, you got to look for somebody that's going to adapt to the quarterback. Jackson Dart is a young talent. I think he's a tremendous quarterback. Y'all beat us this year. I saw it firsthand. I wasn't at the game, but I mean, as a fan, Scattaboo, Dart, Neighbors, if they're all healthy and out there, if you can build around that and establish a good system and have somebody scheme wise, coaching wise that can fit that, that's in today's NFL. That can't hurt you. But of course, you need defense as well, and you have a great defensive line. You need coaching that can establish that. So names out there. Geez, I mean, I'll think about it. I do know who Ben's name is. I do know that much.
I've been nodding my
I
head
don't
for the
even.
last five
Yeah.
minutes.
Ben is just sitting here waiting to say Gruden, and I'll just wait and see
Yeah.
if that's the right one.
Well, let me ask you this. Maybe I'll say a broad question. I'll ask the panelists here. Do you guys think there's anybody in the college level that would be of consideration, other than who Ben might go
I gotta
to?
tell you right there, you know, and Ben's gonna agree with me. If the Giants go looking in college, like let's say Lane Kiffin, let's say the Dart's
Right.
Garch coach,
Right.
which by the way
Right.
he'll bring Joe Judge back, by the way, because that's an Ole Miss
Yeah.
offense coordinator. That's not gonna happen. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah.
so so if the Giants go college coach, 90% of the fan base is going to jump off of a bridge because
Yeah.
the Giants are not. And let me tell you something. There are some phenomenal coaches out there. The Giants have been linked very heavily to the Notre Dame coach. But if the Giants go first year head coach after everything they've been through from McAdoo to Shermer to Judge to Dable, Giant fans would go ballistic. And don't think that the Maras and the Tishes and now what's her name, the Koches, they own 10% now. Don't think that they don't know that. They are going football minded, my friend. They are not going college. If they go college, we're gonna jump back on them and be like, "Oh, sorry, I was so wrong."
Well, LPG, I don't think you want to hear Ben's answer then.
Bring
But
it, Ben.
Ben, go ahead.
LPG, the only person aside from John Mara to contribute to all 4 Super Bowls, whether it was as a coach and or as an opposing coach. One, Bill Belichick, who is in college right now. What better to come bring home your career, your retirement job, to resurrect the New York Giants with the players that they have right now than Bill Belichick? Talk about the most football mind you've ever heard in your life.
Yes.
Come on,
Hey, Ben.
make it happen.
Ben is 100% correct. I don't look at Bill Belichick as a college coach. Um, you know, not even as a joke. North Carolina aside.
Mhm.
I used to hang out with Bill Belichick and Bill Parcells and Len Fontes and all these guys at the Woodcliff Lake Hilton back when I was
Oh
back
boy.
when I was just a teenager, where the Giants stayed before home games, and probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my entire life, by the way. So don't let
Wow.
his rough exterior get to you. But I think that ship has sailed, and I think it sailed because of what he's become, the circus that he brings.
Yeah.
If he would have left New England, not taken any jobs, which by the way he was not offered, not taken any college jobs, and he was sitting around, I do believe, Ben, that they would be a match made in heaven. But with
Yeah.
all of the girlfriend stuff and all of the
Yep.
bad stuff that is, I know, trust me, that's surrounding it. I think that ship has sailed. And I will tell you this because I've heard from some people on the inside. Bill Belichick came out and said, "Thank you so much. It's not a job that I would take right now," or whatever he said. And he jumped in because he heard it wasn't going to be offered.
Mm.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
so
Okay.
so I really believe, look, the names out there, McCarthy, and I know everybody like turns the cheek like McCarthy, get the hell out of here. I don't want him either. Not a terrible coach, and probably would fit the mold of what the Giants are looking for. I particularly don't want him. If I had to hang my hat on someone, I want Spagnola. I want Spags. Okay.
Okay.
I just feel like what he did with the Rams is gonna not make him desirable as his second time around as head coach.
Okay.
I get, actually made me think of something. How many times in the NFL have we seen second time around head coaches have success?
Yeah, you know what? You'd have to throw
And I
up.
don't know off the top.
Yeah,
I'm
you'd have
thinking
to
maybe
throw
this
up
is
names,
something for
right? You have to throw
Jeff,
up
our
names.
statistician.
Cells?
Yeah,
I
Parcells.
guess.
But
I guess.
but wait. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he went. New England, Dallas. I mean, it's true. But
Jets?
did he have Jets? Did he have Giant success? No.
But Spagnuolo spent all that time with it, Coach Reed now and stuff. So I mean, you wonder, things could be.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys this? So this is the one thing about Belichick that I think is interesting in LPG. We're kind of piggybacking because Ben has been trying to speak this into existence the last couple of weeks, and I was kind of poking fun with
Not
him.
weeks, months, almost a full. I was
Years.
when he got fired or let go 2 years ago. I was on that train. Or last offseason when Dayball was rumored to be fired. This is like a year plus take.
Yeah, he's
So
not.
he's
He's
at
definitely Matt.
A1.
He's definitely not alone. He's got a. There's a large Giants population that would be very happy with Belichick.
Can I ask you guys this? Because this is, I feel like it's like the Bill Cowher effect, where if Belichick had just not coached and kind of stayed away for a couple of years, do you think that would have just upped his value?
Yeah.
Kind of like it does with coaches that
Yeah,
just are
I
away
do.
from the game.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I 100% do. I think if he would have just, went away and stayed away for a couple years, I think they would have talked him out of retirement. I do. You guys got to look at a couple coaches on the hot seat. Green Bay coach, Pittsburgh coach.
Mhm.
All these guys are also tied. If Tomlin left Pittsburgh, I would literally crawl to Pittsburgh to try and make him a Giants head coach. I don't even know what it's like. They're trying to run him out of town. I don't even know what it's like to win 10 games a year for your whole life.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Tomlin, I mean, he seems to fit that football guy personality that you said about.
I would love
I think
Tomlin, bro.
Tomlin's a phenomenal coach. Yeah,
I would love him.
Even
Yeah.
9 wins now gets you over 500. That's a winning season.
Right.
Nope.
Right. And when's the last somebody has a computer sitting there? Look up Tomlin, bro. When is the last time he had a losing season? Somebody tell me.
Never.
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 Yeah.
Never happened. Not once.
I would take him in a heartbeat.
So LPG, all we have to do is rub on the little crystal ball, and then Irish, our stat guy, will let us know momentarily. So there you go.
We don't need no stat guy. He has never had a losing season.
Yeah,
Hey, I got a name for you, LPG. How's Kevin Patullo sound? You guys could take him.
Hey, he's in. Hey, how about for Green Bay?
Oh, for Green Bay.
Name escapes me. He's a Jersey boy. He's in the mix. Oh shoot, he just was here last week. I just talked about him 100 times. Forgot his name for a second.
Gotcha.
Hartline.
Heartline? No.
Irish, look it up. Let's go.
Yeah,
We'll look it up. We'll figure it out. I got you.
All right, hey guys. So, Mike Tomlin finished 500 3 times.
503 times and no losing season.
503 times.
And no losing season.
Every other season he won. He had a winning record.
Mind-boggling, bro. Mind-boggling. That's a wild stat to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's incredible.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Until they add an 18th game, it is impossible to go 500 at all.
And
he's never finished a
By the way, that's coming sooner than later, by the way.
Good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense. Another week of football for everybody. Who says no other than the players?
Now, again, I would like to pander to our guests, as well we should, because we are gentlemen, and that's what gentlemen do. But, sir, I don't want to cause controversies, but I would like your opinion, and gentlemen chime in, too, anytime you would like to. I feel like you have a great team on the horizon, but you guys have doomed AstroTurf. What are you going to do? Because I feel like everybody gets hurt there, and for a young team, right, you already kind of have guys that are like, oh, man, all right, no more of those type of injuries, please and thank you. So what can we do to try to stop this, or why are they so opposed to grass? Why do they hate Mother Earth?
Look, the short version is it's TV. It's billions of dollars. It's they're not going to do the grass. Look, here are the pros and cons again. You could look up all the injuries in the NFL. MetLife has been a laughing stock. They switched to new turf years back. still have injuries. I don't think they're switching. It's a moot point. You could talk about it as much as you want. It's staying. That is, you put a $20 million contract in front of someone. That's not standing in somebody's way. If
Right.
it did, man, kudos to that one player that would do that. So I don't think it's the biggest issue. It is an issue. The stadiums has been talked about like, a million times about that. But it ain't changing.
Mm.
You know, it's funny, Matt. There's two teams in the NFC East with cursed stadiums. I feel like it's MetLife Stadium, and then you got the Washington Stadium. You see all the crazy shit that happens in that stadium
Yeah.
too. So,
Yeah, but they have
it's
a new
wild.
stadium coming.
Good, they need one.
Yeah, they do need one. They have a new stadium.
Yeah.
Hey, I would love for the Jets to stay in this one and the Giants go and build a stadium or vice versa.
I was gonna ask, like, as the biggest Giants fan there is, do you want the team to have their own stadium? And I guess
Yeah,
yes.
look, man, it's look, this is my 25th year going to every Giants game, home and away, right?
Wow.
So
Unbelievable.
So I get to see everything. And whether I'm in London, whether I'm overseas, whether I'm in Detroit this Sunday, whether I'm in Philly, it doesn't matter. Right? There's something to say, like when I go to Green Bay or I go to Kansas City, or even when I go to Philly, saying Pittsburgh's still 4 hours away, and in New York got Jets, Giants, but Buffalo's whatever 5 hours away. There's something to say for that unbelievable fan base that you get with your own stadium and your own little state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks when you share a stadium, but we share a state. We got and stop with the New York and New Jersey. It doesn't matter. The New York Giants. That's what the paycheck says. And you know, and people say, okay, it's the New York team is really the Bills. Okay, then go 5 hours upstate and freeze it cold and we'll root for them. But yeah, I don't like it. Going back to the money issue again, it's all full of shit. I had to
Yeah.
pay an exorbitant amount of money to get my PSLs, and then I have to pay X amount of money for my season tickets. And if Matt was a Jet fan and I'm a Giant fan, Matt's paying the same shit for the same seat in the same stadium. So Matt paid 20 grand, I paid 20 grand. Matt pays for a season, I pay for a season. But it's same damn seat.
It's a lot of money to spend for some L's,
Well,
my
thank
friend.
Oh, jeez.
but
Well,
that's
Ben.
why. But that is why. When people talk about the stadium and they talk about who built it or who paid, we freaking paid for it.
Yeah.
We're the Green Bay Packers. We own it.
So why can't you have grass? That's my point. You guys
Exactly.
are paying for it. You deserve
Exactly.
grass. Jeez, Louis. I'm
Going
sure you'd be
ever
out there mowing it every day if you had the
Not the
opportunity.
worst part about that is the World Cup is coming next year. Is it next year? And it's
Yes.
Yes.
and by law, by their rules, it's got to be grass, and then they're gonna dump it and bring back the turf.
Oh God,
My
they're
goodness.
bringing that to Massachusetts. No, 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 no. We still have donkey cart roads. No.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So
Anyway,
MetLife
Ben.
it's going to be grass, but just for
Yeah, good. Just for that
Yeah,
though. Okay.
that's it.
Even more
brutal.
ridiculous.
That's it.
So
Ben,
brutal.
Ben, I have a question for you. Now, I am going to piggyback off of this in the second half for Matt Libs, but I am just curious, how does it feel to be on a panel with two gentlemen who represent three of Brady's Super Bowl losses? How does that feel tonight?
It's very painful. I'm looking over LPG's head, directly over his head, and I thought I blocked out that Super Bowl sigil. I don't know, not the WWE. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one hurts. Yeah,
Well,
fun fact, I was in the 8th grade and I was at my friend's house watching that game, and my 8th grade crush was also there, and she didn't understand how sports kind of worked. So at the end of the game, obviously I was in a state of disarray, and she was trying to talk to me, and I let her have it. I told her to shut the f up, but with the rest of the word, and that kind of sailed the ship on that ultimately.
And a fun,
nice.
She didn't.
LPG, what'd you do that night?
yeah,
What'd you do
not
that night?
go, not seen her. The
No.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
fun fact about that Super Bowl, LPG was, I was already 7 years in. Now look, I used to go to one or two away games before 2000, but I was already 7 years in, and LPG was starting to have some following, even though social media was new. But I wasn't license plate guy. I was oh my god guy, because after Tyree caught that catch, they panned to me in the crowd, and I was like, oh my god. So I wasn't even license plate guy. I was oh my god guy for like a couple of years. But that
Wow.
Super Bowl was, I mean, people ask me my favorite, game of all time, and how could it not be, you know, beating the 18-0? By the way, even know why, but I bought this. Probably the most unbelievable thing I ever bought.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's a
Is
19-0
that the
pin.
night?
Oops.
I was.
Yeah,
That's a
Wow.
collector's item.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
it's an oops pin, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
how could you not with that, with the escape and the catch and you cursing your girlfriend out? I mean, it was just great, just great.
Yeah. No,
18
she was not.
wins and one giant loss.
She was not.
Yeah.
Not my girlfriend. My eighth grade crush.
Oh,
So that.
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
pop.
So
Mm.
that ended any chance of
Yeah,
anything being a
of
thing.
course it did.
Mm-hmm. As
But she's
well it
happily
should.
married, has kids now, so it all worked out in the end, except
Fair
for the
enough.
Patriots.
And Justin, just for clarity's sake, what did you do when Nick Foles beat Tom Brady that night? How did you celebrate?
I don't
Oh
remember.
man.
I don't remember still. In all seriousness, I was with family. We watched it all together with family, and then we went down to Philly. My grandmother lives in the Pottstown area, so we didn't have too far to go to travel then to go to like celebrate in the city then. But we watched it, and I just I just remember man, I tell you what, as an Eagles fan, we always kind of knew that we had a chance in that game, and it was really incredible to see Nick Foles go toe to toe with Brady like that, and it was really cool to see. Earlier in the game, Brady dropped the Philly special pass, and then of course, he caught it in that game, and the rest is history. But incredible moment. And maybe like LPG, if that Super Bowl, that famous Super Bowl, was his favorite game. I was not at the Super Bowl, but that Super Bowl 52 with Nick Foles beating Tom Brady would be definitely my favorite Eagles game of my lifetime. Obviously, it was the first one. So
Yeah, that game
Hey,
stopped.
any great all time game has the
yeah,
Patriots
yeah,
one way or another.
yeah.
That's yeah, you're right, Ben.
Yeah.
I don't like
There's
the Pats, but I can definitely admit that for
They've
sure.
never been in a blowout Super Bowl. Everyone has been one score or one field goal.
Yep.
And you both can thank Bill Belichick for both of those and then that other giant Super Bowl.
And
Just so you
Hey.
guys
that other one.
are aware.
Make you
Yeah.
mean
All
you
right,
mean
boys.
you mean to make them go to Manningham?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, boys. I promised everybody, just like I do every week, that we are going to get out of here on time. And so, with that said, we're going to go into halftime. We're going to come back. We're going to do Mad Libs. And after that, I'm going to let everybody go get their nighttime sleep. Okay? Stay tuned. Check out the second half. Goodbye. Welcome back to the second half, ladies and gentlemen, of the Teach Me to Football podcast. We're going to get right into it, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm trying to stay on a schedule. Justin, you're really good at this. Do you know what time it is?
Go Birds time if you're talking to me, but it's time to. Oh wait. Oh, I think I know what time it is. It's Mad Libs time.
Yeah, thank you, LPG. I don't know if you know this, but it's a little bit of a tradition around here. So, Topher, I don't know what we have for music, but please go
That's
ahead. Cue
tradition.
music. Mad Libs. And we're back. All right, here we go. Sir, I actually am very curious about this. I did my homework, by the way. I did watch your Cribs edition today, so we're going to talk about that later. But
No
very
doubt.
nice house, sir. Very nice house. So I have a question for you. Obviously, in New York, there are a million teams, especially in football. There's three. So tell me, why not the Jets? Why not the Bills? Why the Giants?
Uh, for me, it's football, faith, and family. In any order that you want to make it. So you had no choice in my family. Dad, grandfather, you're born into it, and if you're not a fan of what they were fans of, then you were put up for adoption. But to be honest with you, I'm from the old school, so I never had to deal with any kind of fantasy football. I never had to deal with players skipping to another team after their first contract. Normally, when you were with a team, you stayed for life. So, and I think that plays into it a lot,
Yep.
especially with kids. So it's really what your family was, and then you take it over.
Yep. Absolutely. And again, now, how did you? When did you begin going to games? How did that spark start?
Yeah, my dad took me to opening day at Giant Stadium, which was 76, 75 or 76 versus the Dallas Cowboys. You got to wake up early in the morning. You got to go to fill your thermos up with hot chocolate. You picked up sandwiches. You got newspaper or a piece of carpet for your feet when it was cold. You got to your seats. You didn't touch anything until halftime. I mean, there was some major traditions that you followed. Back then, I think we took a train and then got off and to a bus to Giant Stadium. I don't remember driving. But yeah, that's some severe traditions. And the funny thing is, after a loss, and you're walking back to the car or the bus or the train, don't say a word to your father.
Yeah.
Don't say a word. Like, even if I sneeze, you'd be like, "What'd you say?" So you don't say anything.
You get yelled at by 10 people.
Yeah, no matter what. You didn't even say anything, but no matter what.
Yeah.
I've had a few of those nights for sure. not maybe not with football, but with other sports, definitely.
As a Philadelphia Eagles fan, just trust me, we've had plenty of those
Yeah,
nights
no
too.
doubt, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. All right, now, Justin, again, as always, sir, you're a content machine. You are always on the front lines of anything Eagles. So I have a question because I saw that you got your picture with Gilly the Kid the other day. He was rolled up in that nice, I don't even know what kind of car it was, but it was beautiful.
I call it the
Tell me,
Gilly
sir-
Mobile, but it's his freaking ATV, whatever.
Okay. Tell me, sir, who is, what's the biggest, surprise guest or person that you've seen at an event that you were not expecting at all?
Dude, that got to be top 3. So yeah, if you guys know or don't know, I was just at the Eagles Lions game and was tailgating with the people, and Gilly the Kid, social media superstar, pulled up in his ATV to the exact tailgate I was at. So much so, I have a bunch of videos interacting with him and taking pictures with him. And I mean, it was crazy. He was like out of a movie. He was dancing to the blow the whistle, and he brought his crew with him and the guys in the background, the dancers and all that. It was insane. It was like literally like they were filming a Hollywood movie at the tailgate. But he just randomly showed up, knew somebody who was involved with running the tailgate. So that was up there. I would have to say, I think I mentioned this on one show, maybe a previous episode. I was Des Bryant, Cowboys wide receiver. Well, I was at Skinny Joey's Cheesesteaks, just eating a cheesesteak. Had no idea, and people they think I'm bullshit. I really, because I go to signings and stuff, I really had no idea and prior knowledge he was going to show up there. I'm eating a cheesesteak, and Des Bryant just pulls up. And he not only pulls up, he ends up chilling for 30 minutes with us. He's catching footballs with us. We're playing catch with him. It's like,
That's pretty cool.
go. I'll send you guys the video. He's literally. I had to move out of the way. He did a one-handed catch over me. Yes.
That is so Philly. Oh, I
Yeah.
Did
love
you
it.
tell him it was or wasn't a catch?
Was it a catch?
Ben, you think I'm bullshitting? I will send you the video. I have it on video. I said, Des, as an Eagles fan, I thought you caught it.
Ben, you sneaky
I
dog.
thought he caught it. And here's why, because I thought he made a football move on it. I hate the Cowboys. I hate them.
Gotta
But I thought it was. I do thought he might have caught it. In my opinion, I know people differ.
I loved it. He 100% caught it. Love the call.
Awesome. That is
Yeah,
awesome.
me too.
All right,
me
Ben.
too. Yeah. But I would say those,
sir,
Matt. Yeah.
My apologies, Justin. You're right. You did say top 3. You did say 2. I was not paying attention. Go ahead, sir.
Oh no. I mean, I don't know if I actually had I was going to list the top 3. I was just saying it just off the top. It was probably definitely top 3. When Gilly showed up, Des Bryant, prizes unannounced. I don't know. I think that's probably about it.
Come back. It's all good.
Yeah.
Listen. COVID taught me a lot, especially how to work the thing on the internet. Let's keep it moving. Ben, sir, I know we've been picking on you. I know you feel outnumbered because I don't like the Pats, and I know these two don't. So, all right, I'm going to make it a 2-parter. Try to be nicer. So, I want to know, which of the 2 Giant Super Bowl losses hurt the most? Womp womp. But also, which of the 7 or 6, whatever you count for Brady, which one was the best?
Ooh, well, what hurt the most has to be the undefeated one. I mean, that's like the chance to be the greatest team that's ever played the sport of football in the history of history. So, I mean, without a doubt, I mean, And that was the year, one of the first years I started playing football myself. Like I love Randy Moss. Ended up choosing that for my football number when I ended up playing just because of that '07 year. And I remember I had a fantasy team that was literally the whole Patriots offense, aside from Steven Gostowski, because some jackoff took him in that draft. But we don't talk about that here or there. But I would say that Super Bowl hurt a lot. They all hurt, but that one hurt the most. The best one, oh, it has to be the Falcons. I mean, like that was just if you're on pace to have the worst Super Bowl loss in your history of Super Bowls, then to top it all off with the second half comeback and like every play just needed to be perfect and it was. And I remember
Yeah.
exactly where I was. I was watching with my parents and it was like a memory I'll never be able to forget. I wish I could unwatch that game and rewatch it and relive that. So the Falcons Super Bowl, but they all had their great moments. The Seahawks Super Bowl. I mean, Malcolm Butler, like that was the biggest jolt of like a switch. Like I'm like getting
Yeah.
ready to say like this is David Tyree all over again. I mean, who was this guy that caught the ball and then he picked it off and like I was just sitting there in my living room after like in disbelief, head in my hand, like I'm just like my heart's still racing. I really couldn't believe that just happened. It felt like it was staged, to be honest. So I mean, like I said earlier, there's no blowout Super Bowls that the Patriots are in. Every single one that they are in, aside from the '85 Bears and the one against the Packers before Brady and Belichick, all the ones that Brady and Belichick have been in, they've all been all-time classic games. But yeah, those are my answers for sure.
Yep. Now, LPG, sir, I know you do a lot of charity work. And I admire that because I have been trying to do a lot of charity work myself over the years. And so I would like to ask you about how you got involved in charity work and some of your favorite things that have transpired in your travels working with charities.
Yeah, I got to tell you, what a great question, because you're not going to believe how I got into it. The Giants were terrible, and I needed something else to fulfill my football weekly, you know, anything, positivity. And one of my friends, like, you should throw a tailgate on the bye week. And that was like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. And I threw up a breast cancer awareness in a parking lot near my house, in a supermarket parking lot. Wound up to get a few hundred people, cut a check for like $3,500 to Susan Coleman, B. Coleman, with breast cancer awareness. And I was like, this is the greatest thing. And fast forward to now, and I've raised over $250,000 for charity. And I work with a lot of players. I don't have one myself because I'd rather, it's fun, obviously, to work with, you know, your heroes, your players, the people you root for on Sundays. And if you can form some kind of friendships with them and give money to charity, all kind of charities, can't beat it. I do my softball game, which was I did one with Odell, four with Landon Collins, one with Dexter Lawrence, and in 1 month from now, I'll be announcing the new player that I have the game with. Every one of those softball games were anywhere between 30 and 60 grand for the charity. It brings in over 100 New York Giants to literally my backyard in Pomona, New York, in Rockland County. That when the Giants have an event, they don't even have 100 players. So it's literally the best thing that I do. And every fan that comes to that, every Giant fan, the feedback that I get, like, this is the most amount of times I got autographs. It's the most amount of times I was able to get a picture. It's the most amount of times I was able to be my hero. It's the most amount. Cannot beat it, and we'll never stop doing for charity. I can't believe we're having the podcast tonight. And today, me and Brian Burns' family handed out 111 $100 cards at a supermarket today.
Wow. Wow. Awesome.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah,
congratulations,
it's
man.
very
That's
cool.
pretty cool. Congratulations.
It's
Yeah.
I'll leave you with this on that awesome question. The Eagles jersey we talked about before. So
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
wore a Giants front jersey with 4 Super Bowls on it, and the back of the jersey was an Eagles jersey. The colors had Super Bowls as a name and 0 number. And I wore that to Philly for 13 good years. Yeah, I took a lot of crap, but it was worth it. I was
Would have pissed me off, man.
it
We don't like.
pissed off a lot of Philly fans, but it was all good.
Yeah,
When you won the Super Bowl, I teamed up with some Philly fans, and obviously you brought them up before.
E-Rock,
E-Rock and
the
E-Rock
man, the myth.
and E-Rock and I raised $10,300,
Wow,
and you guys, not only did we raise over 10 grand, not only did the Eagles put money into it, the Eagles organization, but the next year, the first game, when you raised your banner, you burned it in the parking lot. And the Eagles,
wow.
you could look it up. Just look it up right now. The Eagles got fire department there. Some organization people came out. It was at
Wow.
E-Rock's tailgate. They put it up on some large stick or whatever, and they burned it. And it was amazing. I remember the Eagle fans were like, "Are you coming? Are you coming to watch it?" And I'm like, "No, you'll put me in the jersey and burn it. No, I'm not
Yeah,
coming."
yeah, yeah. Yeah. It'll
But
be a
but
burning at the stake of LPG.
but Matt, that's a really good question. I really appreciate you asking it.
Ooh, sir, then can I ask you a bonus question? Because I, as a veteran, would like to know or inquire if you do anything with veterans, and if not, would you like to start doing something with this guy?
Yeah, first of all, yes. I'm big. I'm big with Wounded Warriors. So what is it? Tunnel for towers to tunnel, tunnel to towers. So I other than those charities, I don't have a solid veteran one, but I would love it because obviously, really, really hits home when you talk about veterans. So yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Let's talk. You know what? I would love to do something. So let's talk another time. But absolutely, sir.
Would
And
love it.
again, you're already rocking and rolling with charities. I'd love to tell you some of the ones that I've been involved in. But again, I have other gentlemen here. I won't waste their time. We can talk later about it. So, Justin, sir,
Yes,
again,
sir.
I love asking you questions about all the events and things that you go to because, again, you have such a great talent for finding your way and ingratiating yourself. However, I'm a little curious. Are there any events or anything that you have not been able to get into yet that you would like to?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Great question. I've never been to a Super Bowl. Not, I mean, license plate guy has, and that's incredible that you've been to so many, Super Bowl. That's a dream of mine to get to a Super Bowl one day. Other events, I want to get to more. I'm primarily just at the home games for Eagle games. I want to get to more away games.
Yeah.
I want to get
Okay.
to more. I want to get to more away games. I want to see stadiums I've never been to before. I want to, I want to get to different stadiums. I want to. There's a few players. I've met as Matt and Topher know. I've met damn near a lot of players on the team, but there's still a lot of players I have yet to meet. A solid handful that I still want to meet, including obviously Jalen Hurts and some other names that I want to meet. You just on my terms of bucket list of meet and greets that you guys see me checking them off all the time. I
Mhm.
want to find out events with them and what's going on with him and all that. So I'm looking at getting tickets into training camp this year to try to make that happen and whatnot. But there's always different things going on. But those are kind of the first things that jumped out to me. Yeah,
Hey, before you ask Ben his question, Just I will tell you this. As I'm getting up there, I got more years behind me than I have in front of me. And, I said to myself a couple of months ago, I'm like, geez, am I ever going to see that again? So I'm going to tell you
Mm.
this while your team is red hot.
Mm.
No matter what, this year, next year, 5 years from now, don't push it off again. If they go to the Super Bowl, do what you have to
get there,
and take
get there.
dad or mom or sister or brother and go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no excuse. You go.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. And I'm not just saying this. Last year, we were very, very close. Very, very close to pull. I was at the NFC Championship. I went to the NFC Championship game. I was there. One of the best games
Yeah,
experiences of my life as an
yeah.
Eagles fan, actually being at that game, and it inspired us so much that we really considered getting tickets to go to the Super
Yeah, but
Bowl.
you didn't.
but we did
And
it.
now you got
And
to go, no matter what.
and now we got to go because you're right, because you never know if you're going to get back again.
You
You
don't,
never know.
That's
bro.
right.
It is tough, and
Yeah,
all of
it's
us, are so stupid because we think we're
yeah,
going every year. So,
right.
I'm telling you, no.
Yeah, yeah. Understood. Yeah, and I agree. I got to get there. Because you're right. You can't take it for granted. Got a window, and
Buddy,
you got to
we're gonna
squeeze it.
get you there. It's happening.
Yeah,
Look what happened
Yeah,
to Carolina Mike.
exactly.
Look at
yeah,
Carolina Mike. It's happening.
You got to go.
I will make it happen.
yeah,
Janet
yeah,
Jackson, Justin, it's all happening. Okay, moving on.
yeah,
Ben,
yeah. Oh
sir,
God.
I'm gonna trample on your Patriots trauma a little more, okay? And then we
Yeah.
have one more question for
Here
our
we go.
guest. Okay.
Pile
So
it on.
I would just like to know, sir, which Patriots loss, not a Super Bowl, hurt the most? And I'll give you a nominee. Again, I'm not a Pats fan, but my guess would be the one where you lost when Manning was on the Colts in the AFC Championship, and then they beat the Bears in the Super Bowl. But you guys were whipping them at halftime, and then something happened, and the wheels came off. But that was a Super Bowl that Brady could have eaten for lunch. Rex Grossman would have been on a plate. So, sir, you tell me, is that one of them, or is that it, or is there another one that stands out?
Yeah, without taking a minute or two to think about it, Rick, I think you hit the nail on the head. I remember I was in my living room with my dad, and he had some friends over. It was a late January Sunday evening. We had the fire going. I still remember it like I was there. We were feeling good at halftime, and then just this was one of the years that the Patriots didn't want to invest in any weapons for Brady, unfortunately. So we had the likes of Doug Gabriel and Riche Caldwell, rest in peace, catching the ball. And I don't know, I can still see how wide Riche Caldwell's eyes were from not catching the ball for that game.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, that was, I mean, at that point in time, the Patriots had won 3 or 4 Super Bowls. They were still like in the middle of their epic dynasty. And we had beaten Peyton Manning every time in the postseason or any big
Mm-hmm.
game prior to that point.
Yep.
And, it sucks to be dethroned. And then what ends up happening, they go out and get Randy Moss and Wes Welker, Dante Stallworth, and all these names.
Yep.
And go on to have a great year the next year.
Hey, Ben.
Also in a loss. But yeah, I would say that one hurts a lot. But I mean, being in it every year, like in every big game, if you don't win, like you're having some kind of heartbreaking loss. So
Yeah, Ben.
there's been quite a few. What's
We
up?
don't feel bad for you at all, bro.
Yeah,
Not a single.
Not at
that's
all.
all right.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, you
All
guys were
right.
saying earlier, tough to make it every year. Well, the last like 20,
I
25
know.
years, like the AFC Championship
I
or bust,
know.
like
I know.
it
What
was
the
tough.
hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're
All
already
right.
back in the same kind of conversation right now. I mean, the
Right, with Frank
Patriots are
Mang.
freaking.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ben, we might see. Could be an Eagles Patriots Super Bowl again. You never know.
Could
Yeah.
be. Could be. You never know.
And
Oh,
we'll do the podcast live there. How's that sound?
content. Oh, all right.
Deal. Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's happening. I'll put it on the credit card. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We're
moving on.
Giants
Finally.
have a 1% chance of making the playoffs. By the way.
Oh,
Okay,
you're saying
Giants
it is.
Patriots Super
I'm
Bowl
just
again.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It all starts with beating
All
the
right.
Patriots on Monday Night Football
Yeah.
in a few weeks.
That's right. 2 weeks.
You heard it here first.
2 weeks.
Yep.
You heard it here first. All right, finally.
Yep.
LPG. I have to say, sir, your hair game is immaculate. From one long blonde-haired one to another. Now, by the way, I'm Rick Ramone, sir, by the way, but I need to know, please tell me about your hair game. I like
My
to
hair
use
game.
pomade, a
Let
little
me tell you
coconut,
something,
banana,
bro.
coconut conditioner. What do you got going on, sir?
If I share the conditioner, and I'd have to kill you, so I'm not going to tell you.
Ah,
But
all right, that's
hair
fair.
game. I became license plate guy in it, and now I can't freaking cut it until I'm done with whatever the heck I'm doing.
No.
When did you get the hair? Like, when did it actually get to that
Hey,
length where you never?
Justin, I got to tell you a really funny story. I mean, my whole life, bro, from 13 to 30, no, to 25, buzz it myself with a number one.
Me too.
Yeah,
Wow.
with a number one. And
Wow.
I think, and it brings back to Matt's question about the charity. I grew it out of a bet 1 year without cutting, and we would donate it. And then I'm like, after 1 year, I'm like, it's not enough to donate. So you have to do another year. And then after a couple of years, I was like, you know what? I'm not donating shit. I like this. I'm not donating nothing. And then I just kept it. And LPG is known for the hair, so I just left it.
All right, we're gonna
How's
edit
that?
that
How
part out
about
because we
that?
don't want the
Wow.
charity part to
Wow.
get messed up.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
great.
exactly.
That'll be on Patreon someday. We'll save that. But sir, your hair is immaculate. You cannot cut it. You leave it as is.
You
Okay.
got to
So
keep it.
again, from one long blondie to another.
Exactly.
Salute, sir.
Hey,
All right.
looks good, LPG.
That's funny,
Yes.
man.
All right. Boys, I said I was going to get you out here on time. I'm going to stick to my word, and so we're going to do it. LPG, thank you so much for joining us tonight, man. This was great. You were great. Love it. I wish your team was great, but they are great for content.
Yeah, look, I really appreciate jumping on. I expect you guys to have a ton of following. You guys do a good show, and hopefully I'll be on again.
Absolutely, sir. Justin,
man.
Ben,
Yeah, bro.
as
Yeah,
always,
thank you.
Iris.
Man. Yeah.
Irish, thank you as always. You're doing a good job in your crystal ball. Make sure you stay in there.
Thank you,
Ladies and
guys.
gentlemen, hey,
See you in
No
Foxborough,
doubt, guys.
LPG, in a
Hey,
few
you know
weeks.
what? Don't log off real quick. Just, I'll tell you what, man. I am going to give you. So these are all Saquon stuff. So
Wait, excuse me, sir.
yeah, all of Saquon's gear. So I'm gonna
Wow.
give
Look at that.
So you just have Saquon Barkley's gear just
So
chilling on the floor.
I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm gonna give you a pair of Saquon's gloves.
Oh my
So,
God, dude.
Wow.
yeah.
LPG, I can't thank you enough for that, my man. And I'll tell you what, get me your information, or I'll have somebody get your information. I'm gonna send you something on behalf of
Yeah.
something I can think of. And
So he's
it
such,
won't be just Eagle stuff. It'll be something you'll
he's
like. I
such
got
a
you.
good guy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
calls me up, says, "Come and pick up all my stuff."
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So you knew him,
Damn.
actually. You got to know him a bit.
And he's probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. And,
Wow.
yeah,
dude, probably again one of the coolest dudes.
Yeah.
So down to
Yeah.
earth.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, if you really want to know the truth, I don't think his wife was allowing him to bring all this shit with him to Philly. But anyway, he's like, come pick up my stuff. I was at his house in a half hour.
Oh my God, dude. That's actually incredible. Dude,
Legendary.
I'm in shock. I can't thank you enough. That's
No
incredible.
doubt,
Thank you.
guys. I appreciate you having me on, guys.
Yes,
Wow.
sir.
Giants coming together all for a shared hatred of the Cowboys and the Patriots.
See
So
you guys.
Ben, there
Yes,
you go.
sir. That'll never change. That'll never change.
No doubt.
Never
Yeah.
gonna change. All right.
Yeah, LPG,
That's
you
it,
can
ladies
keep
and
that
gentlemen.
pin.
Thank you. Hit the like and subscribe button. We're just gonna keep doing this. Stay tuned. Next week, we're gonna have another awesome guest. Bye-bye.
Awesome. See you guys. Peace.